Welcome to the broadcast, everybody, and welcome to our brand new YouTube daily show hosted by Pine Sports. Every single day, we're going to be giving you 3 player props of the day, sourced from all of the awesome free tools available to you over on pine-sports.com. All of the player props selected today were in the top 25% of the suggested player props cheat sheet for the NBA. Let's get it. So my first pick of the day is going to be SadIQ Bay over 5.5 rebounds taking on the Jazz tonight. Of course, the Jazz are going to be without Rudy Gay, Rudy Gobert, and Joe Ingles this game, so there should be a lot of rebounding opportunities available for Bay in this game. He's hit at least 5.5 rebounds in 7 out of the last 10 games, and as you see on screen right now using the player prop projection tool, the robot really likes the over. He's hit the over 5.5 in 3 out of 5 games, with the projection being all the way up at 8.82. That is astronomical. Also, going ahead and looking at some of the Jazz numbers. The Jazz give up the 5th most rebounds to opposing small forwards in the league. These small forwards, of course, playing at least 20 minutes. Some of the filters you can get over at pine-sports.com. But they give up the 5th most rebounds to opposing small forwards in the entire league. And if we look at SadIQ Bay's rebounds over the past month, or at least since December 16th, he has hit the under only 4 times in this entire period. But 2 of these times was when they were massive blowouts against the Pistons, and he did not play his normal minutes allocation. His normal minutes allocation through this past month has been at least 36 minutes per game, except for the games on the 5th and the 6th. So, while I don't think it's going to be a smart bet to go ahead and pick the Pistons to be the underdog favorites of today, I do think that because of the key injuries, or absences rather, for the Utah Jazz, you can kind of expect it to be maybe a 10 to 15 point game well into the 4th quarter. That way you can go ahead and expect SadIQ Bay to get his minutes allocation and the associated rebounds along with that. So that's our first pick of the day. So our next pick is going to be another over bet, and now we're taking the over for Jaylen Brown over 32.5 PAR. Now, you might think with Jason Tatum back, that number should go down a little bit for Jaylen Brown, but I really don't think that it is. And there's a lot working against Jaylen Brown in this game, but you just have to respect the amount of production he's been able to put in over the past month. Of course, he has hit over 32.5 PAR in 8 of the last 10 games. And of course, as you see on screen, in the last 5 games, has hit it 4 out of 5 times. The only times he didn't hit was against New York, that first game against New York on January 6th, where he only got 24. He had an awful shooting night. Tatum really carried the team that night, had something like 36 points if I'm correct, but a normalized average above 42 and is projected at 41. The projected win rate is 72% on this. So some of the things that gave me pause about choosing this initially is that we see that Indiana is top 6 in the league as far as total rebounds allowed to 2-3 combo guards. They are also in the top half of the league for both points allowed to 2-3 combo guards and assists allowed to that same type of player. Of course, that type of player being Jaylen Brown. But why I'm still so high on Jaylen Brown for this game is you just look at his production in the past month. Since December 18th, he has only failed to hit that 32.5 PAR twice in an entire month of game. And look at this overall. He's almost guaranteed to go ahead and score, that low to mid 20s range. And his rebounding has been really next level since about the 27th, as you can see on the graph. So if you go ahead and notch him in for maybe 22 points and 8 rebounds, then we're already really close to that PAR total. And I think that's a pretty conservative estimate of his stats. So Jaylen Brown over 32.5 PAR is pick number 2. So we're not going to go all overs today. I do like one under specifically, and that would be Christian Wood's under 9.5 total rebounds. He's hit under that total 7 out of the last 10 games and 4 out of the last 5 games. His projected against Philadelphia is 5.68. And another reason why I really like this pick is because I think the 76ers are going to play a big man ball tonight. The 76ers are lacking a little bit of depth losing Tyrese Maxey and Shake Milton. So I expect them to lean pretty heavily on their big men to go ahead and secure a win against a pretty struggling Rockets team. But when you rely on big men, you also rely on getting boards. So another thing that goes into that of what I think Philadelphia's game plan is also just what the Rockets are doing lately. The Rockets are really struggling with identity, and they seem to have regressed back to last season's form, which is really unfortunate because they looked pretty solid at the beginning of the year, or relatively solid. So that has really transferred over to issues on the floor, as we see Christian Wood's rebounds total over the past month since December 13th. He has only hit the over 9.5 rebounds in 3 games. In fact, he has only hit 9 rebounds, period, in 4 games. So that says that we probably have about a rebound and a half of cushion based off recent performance. Now, finally, Philadelphia also allows the 11th fewest rebounds to opposing big men in the league. Another thing that's just working against Christian Wood to go ahead and secure double-digit rebounds in this game. So that's going to be my 3 picks for the day. If you want access to all of these same features that I use to go ahead and source all of these picks today, be sure to go ahead and visit pine-sports.com to sign up for your free account. You'll also get access to the Pine Predict feature, where you can go ahead and enter in your own statistics to build models that help you predict winner against the spread and over-unders. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.